Hey guys, how's it going? So we are starting a new model here for this little film that I'm doing. It's going to be a subway car. So just your basic run-of-the-mill subway car, door in the front, door in the back. What I have planned for it is it's going to be crashed through a wall and in a tunnel. So if you can imagine in the subway, so underground, there's a tunnel that sort of runs parallel with the tracks, and at some point, the subway car crashed through that wall in the tunnel, blocking the tunnel. So the only way around for the character is going to be to climb in this front door, which will be open. The only way to continue down, past this subway car is to actually go through the subway car and come out of one of these other doors, either on the side or the back. And while he's in there, he's going to be attacked by a creature. There's going to be a little fight in there. Then when he gets out of the subway car, he'll go around it, and then that hole that the subway car went through, he'll be able to squeeze through it on the other side and get back in the tunnel. So I am just need to make a subway car. Now, I'm not going to be a stickler for it being a specific type of subway car. Could be, bits and pieces from a New York subway car, Chicago subway car, maybe a Tokyo subway car, or, a London underground. It doesn't really matter. And the reason that I'm not going to, pay too much attention to trying to get every detail right is, one, it's going to probably take me longer to do. And given the scope of this project, I really can't afford to spend that much time on a prow or a set piece that is really insignificant in the grand scheme of things. This subway car is going to be in there for maybe a minute for the whole thing to unfold, and then we'll probably never see it again. So I'm not really concerned with accuracy. Plus, this is kind of my own world. It's not necessarily supposed to be any specific city or whatever. So I don't have a problem taking liberties with the design. I may even just add some stuff of my own that doesn't exist on actual subway cars, because it is set sort of in the future, so maybe there's some updates. I don't know. We'll see as we go. But again, I'm not really worried about it being a perfect replica of a specific subway car. So I just went online, I found some images. I'm going to have to model the interior as well, because like I said, there's going to be sort of a fight ensuing in here. There's going to be all kinds of dead bodies in here, glass all over the place. These doors are going to be open and things like that. And plus, it's going to be dimly lit down there because it is underground, and the city has been dead for a while, so there's no lights or anything on in there. There's going to be very limited sources of light, so it's more atmospheric. So a lot of things are going to be hidden by darkness anyway. So again, that's another reason why I probably don't want to, spend forever trying to get this thing perfect. I just got to get it looking like a subway car, and then that should be good. Now, this is I went on Google, found some blueprints. I'm gonna use this as the blueprint for it. Class H5 car. I don't know what that means. Don't really care. It's not really important. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to take this into Photoshop, cut it up, and then bring it into Maya and just start modeling it. Okay, and I've got all kinds of photos and stuff that I have saved of different styles of subway car. Probably take elements from all of these just to get it done. I do like the sort of handrail things up here, and then I do some other images of models and stuff. That's another one. So there's just so many different kinds of subway cars. So I'm not going to worry too much about getting it perfect. Okay, so this video series is probably going to be a lot of time lapse, because it's really a subway car. It's very boxy, and there's a lot of just repetition. So I don't really see a point in me telling you every single step of the way. Otherwise, the series is going to get hundreds of videos long, and I don't really need it to be that long, or want to have to edit thousands of hours of footage. So I'm probably just going to time lapse through a lot of this stuff, just to give you sort of an idea of how to model something like this without needing to tell you every single step of what I do. If there's any parts that I think are complicated or whatever, maybe I'll slow down and do a, talk you through those. But for the most part, I think it's going to be time-lapsed. All right, so from this point on, I think I'll start the time-lapse now. I'm just going to go in Photoshop and cut up that blueprint. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. So I'm just going to go cut it up, make sure everything lines up, front and back and whatever. And then just bring it into Maya, set it up, and get to modeling. All right, so here we go.